Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to show you guys. Just an unboxing and first impressions, not a review. I'm going in blind here. I know what this is, I just haven't handled it yet. So I'm gonna give you guys my first impressions. This is from a brand that I have never experienced before, at least to my knowledge. It's getting hard with 6,000 uploads on this channel. It's hard to remember everything. But to my knowledge, I've never checked out this brand, and it also has, at least if I'm reading this card correctly, it's got a locking system that I've never experienced either. So I'll put the appropriate links down in the description, but the pre-order started January 5th. So it should, actually, this should be available for pre-order right away. But it is a pre-order, right? So the appropriate edge, or the appropriate, I read that word and then said it out loud. The appropriate link will be down in the description. You guys can check it out. So thank you so much to Kindred Edge for sending this in. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Let's open this up and then I'll tell you a little, the rest of what it says on that card there. Oh, yes. Yes. So we have 2 additional scales, and the underside of the scales include magnets, like, like what we saw Pyrotech do, right? With the interchangeable magnetic inlays. Ah, this is it. This is the thing that I was talking about on the live stream. So interesting. So how does that work? Right there? Is that what you do? Do we just lift up right there? Ooh. Do I have a little thing that I can use for that? I feel like I do. I told myself I was going to keep this. There's a couple of things that's really interesting about this knife, guys, that I want to talk about here, because this actually has some pretty cool implications. Let's use something that's not going to scratch up. This is mine. This did not come from TSA. This is mine. It's brand new, so I'm going to use the toothpick here. And the reason we're not using metal is because I just don't want to scratch it. But oh yes, how cool! Ooh, yes. Oh, I do like that. Texture G10 here. Let's go ahead and pop in this titanium scale. Oh, that's really satisfying. That is really, really cool. Now, this guy here, in order to pop off this scale, we're going to have to take that screw out right there, which you will note, this is not the only interesting feature here, guys. This knife has another extremely cool feature that we have got to talk about, because it should be a nudge in the right direction for a lot of companies. Okay, we're gonna take it. Can you hear my stomach growling? It's lunchtime, and I have my lunch sitting upstairs. I'm super hungry, but I really wanted to take a look at this. So let's pop off the pocket clip here. Any moment now. There we go. Okay, now we have access to this. I think the idea here is you're supposed to be able to get at it with your fingernail. I just can't. I'm having to use the toothpick. Now that one does not want to come up. I don't want to bend my fingernail backwards, but I also don't want to I don't want to mess the scale up by using some other tool. But you know what? We're just gonna brave the waters. Okay, I'm gonna use a little oh wait, I bet these would be perfect. Yeah, we're gonna use the since I'm never gonna use them, we're gonna use the back side of the tweezer. There we go. Okay, that's all you had to do. Now we're gonna put this other one here. So now we got full titanium. Very cool. If you want it, it does make the knife substantially heavier, but that's okay. And then we're gonna screw this pocket clip back in. Now, the other thing that I wanted to talk about, because I'm sure that somebody has already, mentioned it in the comments. Oh, another boring crossbar lock, right? This lock, it says, here's the website, but it'll be down in the description. It says it's called the index lock. Well, it's just a crossbar lock, right? Wait. No. There's a coil spring in there. It operates just like a crossbar. Ooh, you got that feeling good. This is the only other time that I have ever seen a crossbar lock with a coil spring. This is different than the Spyderco Manix 2 with the cage lock. And yes, it's even different than the Microtech Ram lock. because the ram lock does not have the engagement face that's the same as the axis lock. It just uses a coil spring. Why is this such a big deal? I'll tell you why. Crossbar locks are actually very strong, and the benefit is strength mixed with the ambidextrous nature. This is great for people who are ambidextrous or are working with their hands and sometimes just switch hands with their tools. My dad tells me all the time, even though I'm left-handed, many times I have to do something with my dominant hand and then use the tool or manipulate the tool with my other hand, so I switch it over. So a crossbar lock is super beneficial. Its weakness has always been the omega springs, because omega springs can fail on day one or they can go for 20 years, right? But it's irritating, and it's a weakness that system has. I've had tons and tons and tons of people here just in my comments telling me about omega springs that have broken, even on legendary, like Benchmade knives, right? A lot of people say, oh, it comes down to the, how superior the build quality of the materials in the omega springs are. Like, for example, Benchmade uses super high quality omega springs, and a lot of the failures occur with the cheap Chinese knockoffs. Maybe, but you still have a much higher failure rate than normal, even when you're talking about authentic Benchmade knives or the equivalent. A coil spring has a far basically non-existent failure rate, right? The only problem with a coil spring is when you take it apart, there's a chance it'll get launched across the room. But the strength and reliability, the reliability over time is infinitely higher. Now, I thought, this is a cool knife, man. This is awesome. I love your logo. I love your logo, KE. It makes me think of mine. The M and the C and the sword in the middle, right? I love that. The only other time I've seen this is on the Anthem, and I thought that the Benchmade Anthem had that locking system patent protected, but perhaps not. Perhaps not. If it isn't, maybe he patented this, I don't know. I wish every crossbar lock was like this. I wish all crossbar locks, would actually sort of migrate to this system. This is super cool, and the interchangeable magnetic, the magnetic scales in here. There is a little bit of play, by the way, but this is a prototype, right? As far as how easily they'll come off, I'm trying to get my fingers out of the way. Doesn't want to come off there. Doesn't want to come off with a little drop, right? And obviously I had to work at it a little bit, but I think you're going to need like a thin flathead bit or something to get in behind there and then like lift those up. I think that's how you're going to need to do that. Outside of that, very nice ergonomic lines, very nice choke up spot here. This is a little odd how the sharpening, how that just like ends right here, but I guess it's to keep your finger like at least away, like that way they don't have this 90-degree cutting edge like right there. I think maybe what you do there is you add a sharpening choil would probably be the right way to go. I don't know. We have M390 for the blade steel right here. Very, very functional jimping out to the tip there. What's creating, look at this. This is the tension created by the coil spring. So, your reverse flick. This feels so much better. It's never going to feel as good as like a lock bar with a detent. But it's good. Ooh, yeah, that's really cool. This is going immediately into the pocket. As much as I like the titanium scales, I think I actually really like the aesthetic of these. And really, it's full titanium either way. It's just what do you want for the inlay, right? This is a good look, man. This is a really, really good look. That's awesome. So you're gonna, obviously have a bunch of different choices for your magnetic inlays there. But what a good-looking knife and what an interesting locking system. Very cool. I really hope that other companies can find ways to stop using omega springs and start using coil springs. This is the most interesting crossbar lock on the market right now. Look how big this is in here. It's pushing this enormous. Is it rounded? Yeah. Oh yeah. It's huge. So a typical crossbar lock CGRB Acacia. They all look like this. Got an Omega spring on each side, and it pushes it forward. Right? This guy, it's a beast mode version of that. Coil spring stuck down in there. I wonder if it's on a peg. I mean, it has to be. Yeah, look, you can see the peg coming out the back side. Right back here. So the peg's got somewhere to go. This is, what am I seeing there? Oh, okay. Yeah. So it pushes down. So it's on a peg, pushes down. The peg comes out the backside, and then it pushes this huge bar in behind on the lock face there, which you can see. There's your engagement zone right there. Should we test it? Get some gloves. These systems tend to be pretty strong, but there's a lot of tension. That crossbar lock there is pushing really hard on the back of this. My camera's in the way. I'd say it's good, guys. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have a problem with that. And how's the lockup afterwards? God, it's a bank vault, man. This is super cool. Super cool. Yep, I like this a lot. We got some heavy butt favor balancing right here. So even with the G10 scales, your balance is right here, and that's because of the unbelievably robust scales. But man, does it feel good in hand. Oh boy, this is neat. I like this. The Altar by Kindred Edge. Okay, well, there you go, guys. Awesome stuff. You'll get a full review on this, but for now, it's in pre-order, and here in a couple of weeks, maybe I'll have a full comprehensive video on this. So, very cool. Kindred Edge, please feel free to jump down into the comments, and, you know, obviously they'll do that with or without my permission, but jump down there and offer any additional details or answer questions or whatever. I have a feeling this is going to be a popular one. That's going to be it today, guys. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.